My son
You don't
wants
talk
their
about
black,
it, you don't know.
wants
Okay.
their white,
Okay.
wants their Mexican.
Okay.
So for you to
don't
be
touch-
all like, oh,
I don't know what you're talking about.
no, fuck that shit.
I don't know what you're talking about. Alright, so obviously, you see what I posted as a title because it's kind of what happened, and I feel like I had a sense of urgency to put this out because I'm not handling this well at all. I thought I was because of my loving and supportive family and friends, but I'm not. This is actually another case of like PTSD. So just to run it back real quick, yesterday was a normal day when I woke up. Got the kids up, got them ready to go, fed them breakfast, you know, the routine. And saw that Joe Biden and Kamala won the ticket, right? That was great. Like, as everybody, you know, was feeling that was on this side of, you know, the democracy, you know, everybody felt relieved and happy and things like that. And I knew that it was going to be chaotic, but not this close, because I've never had to deal with like a full-on Trump supporter ever, or like even with racism, I've never had to deal with anything this close to home to where somebody would assault me, you know, and I'm, you know, so anyways, ran errands, came home, normal, right? Just normal. And I got a call from my cousin saying that he wanted to go out, and I was like, you know, cool, because honestly, when I found out that Biden won the ticket, I was hyped, right? I was like, where's the party? Where are we going? Like, but you know, as the day, you know, progressed, I kind of was just like, you know, it's still in a happy space, but like I can chill, right? So so I you know, that's what I decided to do. I came home, you know, chill, was gonna do some, you know, chores or whatever, and go to sleep, whatever. So we go out, and like we went out, it was like midnight, you know, so, and you know, bars or whatever aren't, you know, they close at 2. So I wasn't expecting to be out all night, you know, and you know, things like that. I just, you know, a couple of hours or whatever, and then I go home, right? So anyways, we're having a good time, everybody's happy, everybody's lit, you know, it's a good time because there's such a, you know, infectious feeling happening because everybody's happy that, you know, the United States have made a change, because, you know, these last 4 years have been so taxing on everybody that finally, right? So, you know, I'm just around a bunch of good-spirited people. Well, all of that changed, you know, in a matter of, you know, 2 hours that night, because as the night ended and the bar closed, my cousin, my friend, and I were sitting at the car waiting on my other cousin to come back, and because she was, you know, getting food. And there was this guy, and he, you know, was obviously drunk, and belligerently drunk, because he you know, he assaulted my friend, you know. And even though my friend is a man, like, so what? Like, keep your hands to yourself, you know what I'm saying? And it wasn't like an aggressive assault. It was more, you know, it was a sexual assault. And I'm just like, why, you know, like, so because the guy was, you know, noticeably drunk, I kept saying, you know, go find your friends, or you need to go, like, this is not a good look, you know, like, public intoxication is not a good look already, and you know, it's just not a bad I mean, it's not a good equation, you know, like with everything that's so heightened right now, even though we just had a victory, right? I'm still very aware that us color of people and, you know, the law is not a happy medium right now. So I'm just like trying to look out for the safety of everyone at this point. So me being the only female there at that time, I was just like trying to be the just trying to have a level head and like, hey, you know, chill out. It doesn't really matter what he's saying. Just go on ahead. That wasn't enough. He just kept on poking, right? And that's when the racial slur started. And my cousin getting noticeably upset. I'm trying to keep him calm and keep the guy, you know, apart, like, hey, just go, right? And he wasn't listening to me, obviously, because, you know, he's drunk. But you know, everybody has a different level of, you know, drunkenness. So I don't know what his, you know, I don't know what his behavioral health is like when he's drunk. I don't know him, you know. We're all different, you know, like when everybody's just different, right? So and I'm sorry if I'm kind of rambling. I'm just still like, I didn't know I was still shaken up, because I swear I feel like I've had a normal day up until, you know, about a couple hours ago. But anyways, so where we were in a gated area that had, it was like a parking area, and there was the sidewalk, the street, the bar across the street, right? And we're just sitting there waiting, and the guy, the drunk guy, he makes his way to the sidewalk. So here's the sidewalk, here's, you know, the gate, and here's me and, you know, my friend and my cousin. And he's still like shouting racial slurs, and, you know, then I became black bitch, right? What's new, right? And again, I didn't let it get to me. You know, my mind is like, he's drunk, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna I'm getting a text. But anyways, sometimes, you know, like, I don't let those types of things get to me, because again, I'm trying to think of the bigger picture here. Like, I don't tap into emotions so quickly in heightened situations, because I like to be level-headed, and I like to think logically and what's gonna happen if there's some type of reaction, right? Because at the end of the day, you know, I have 2 children to go home to, and I don't want to ever jeopardize my safety, my freedom, my anything when it's pertaining to my children, because those kids are my life, and I'm not about to cry. Those kids are everything to me. So I try to be a level-headed individual on my day-to-day. And I know even my really good friend, I can call her my best friend. She's just like, Crystal, I don't give a F. I'll say what's on my mind, and I get all that. But when you have kids, that's a whole different ball game. You have to think about not your life. You have to think about their lives as well, or their life as well. You know, so you can't just pop off and, you know, or say what you want to say. Sometimes you gotta back it up, you know, think clearly. So anyways, back to the story. So again, racial slurs, you know, dudes going nuts. And again, my cousin, he's like pissed, because he's just like, no, like, that's not right. And I'm like, I get that's not right, but let's think here. He is drunk, you know. Like, that's literally all I can say is like, this dude is drunk, you know. That's my pass, right? Because you know, if he was sober, different story. But that was my pass for him, is like, he's drunk, you know, like, let him go, like, bye. And I kept telling him, but like, get out of here, like, things are not looking good for you. You need to go find your friends, you know, and he was saying how his friends had got kicked out of, you know, another bar, and, you know, fine, go get your friends. So then he started like yelling out how he had a son. His son was 1/3 black, 1/3 Indian, 1/3 Asian, and you know, he said we thought we were better than him. And then that's when he started saying we lost, in the context of we lost the election. And I was like, oh, you're one of those guys. Perfect. And I was like, let me turn my phone on. And that is exactly what I did. So I turned my phone on, and he's like steady yelling. Another guy comes in. He is another one, noticeably drunk. He's all over the guy that's, you know, shooting the racial slurs. And I'm thinking this is his friend. He doesn't even know this guy. The guy is chiming in. He is, you know, darker than me. And he's chiming in with the same rhetoric as this guy that's already started with me, or started with us. And I'm like, why are you gassing this? You know what I'm saying? Like, just take him and go, right? That was always my my stance. Take him and go. You know, like, we good here. We don't have to do this. Just go home or go away. You know what I'm saying? So he just kept yelling, you lost, you lost, you lost, you know, black bitch, this, that, and the third. And then he proceeds on to spit at me. Now, because I had my phone up, I was watching him, and I saw the spit come at me, and I was able to step back. But at that moment, you know, adrenaline's so high. My adrenaline is still running high, but the adrenaline's high. And again, it was like, you know, 6 or 7 of us, you know, all like collectively. And they saw that and immediately went to protect me. And again, I'm trying to make this very short and sweet so y'all can get to the last part of the video, because I'm going to show you, I'm going to put this in there. I've been debating all day, like, if I was going to do this, but they protected me. And you know how there's been this, you know, black women have been more vocal about us not being protected. And I have been one of them, because I have been subject to domestic violence. In that moment, it happened so fast that I couldn't react. But they did for me, right? They had my back. Guys, I know this is a win, but we cannot negate the fact that they are still out there. I didn't feel like I was dealing with this because I thought I was fine. You know, I was talking to my friends, talking to my family, especially my best friend. I'm talking to her and we laughing, joking, until I decided to lay down for a nap, and the image of him and that spit coming towards me woke me up out of my sleep. It like woke me, it just kind of got me out of what I was going, like, into my little trance. I was going to sleep, you know. And it just scared me out of my sleep. And I know what that feels like to deal with PTSD, because it just takes you by surprise. And I thought I was okay, and I'm not okay. We cannot turn a blind eye right now. I never thought this would happen to me. And I know I've been extremely vocal about the presidential debates and things like that. I've been very vocal, but it never crossed my mind. Even though I'm seeing it, you never think it'll be you. And I'm grateful to God that I had friends and family around me to protect me. That was my village. That's my village. But I can't imagine if I was alone, or me just with my children. We cannot turn a blind eye to this. And I can't lie, I'm afraid. But anyways, I just wanted to put that out there because, guys, it's out here. Like, this hatred is alive and breathing. And it could be you next. It could be your son next. It could be your daughter next. It could be your niece next. It could be anybody. And I can go into the whole spiel about this, you know, being a black woman and things like that. But guys, it's a collective hatred. When you look like me, when you have the same color as me, it's a collective hatred. And it deduces down to the color of our skin. And I just want you to be aware. I'm putting this out there to be aware. Move a little carefully. I feel like what I did last night was reckless, even though it was just for a couple of hours. Stay home. You know, don't be afraid, but just move carefully because they can look like anybody. But God bless. I'm about to go cry in the car. But thank you for my village, my family, my friends who cared enough to make sure I was protected. I'm not gonna cry. I ugly cry. I'm gonna cut. Bye. Bye.
Lost, ho.
You are embarrassing.
You fucking lost. You lost, ho.
You are embarrassing.
You fucking lost, ho.
Don't you have a son? Why are you in my, like, what are you doing?
You fucking lost.
What are you doing?
Tag me. Tag me. HOC.
What are you doing? Isaac, please hold Isaac.